Hello friends and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Joy and today in this lecture we will discuss about the increase in working age population around the world, especially in India. So coming to the current affair, the United Nations Population Fund, that is UNFPA, has carried out a population projection up to 2061 year. So in this population projection, various trends were evolved, and accordingly, with the case of India, there are trends showing that the working age population in India will be on a rise till 2040. That is, in the recent future or in the near future, till 2040, there will be an increase or rise in the working age population in India, and after 2040, there will be a decline. So we can say that the peak period where the working age population in India will grow is up to 2040. So it is imperative that till 2040 we should adopt policies and programs that will create enough jobs in the country. So in this context, we will understand what is the status of increasing working age population in the country and what are the other implications. We will discuss this in detail in this lecture. But before we move on, this is our channel StudyIQ, and we are providing pen drive courses for various competitive examinations including SSC bank courses, UPSC optionals, SSC JEE courses, teaching courses, railway examinations, defense examinations, RBI grade B exams, NABARD grade A exam, UGC NET, UPSC Civil Services Examination, CLAT exam, for various state PSCs and also for various professional courses. You can visit our website www.studyiq.com for more details, or you can call to any of these numbers for more information. Now let us continue. Let us first understand what is UNFPA or the United Nations Population Fund. Now, UNFPA is the United Nations Sexual and Reproductive Health Agency. So this is important. And coming to the mission of UNFPA, the mission is to deliver a world where every pregnancy is wanted. That means zero abortion, every childbirth is safe, that is institutional delivery, and every young person's potential is fulfilled. That means providing enough opportunities for the empowerment of an individual. So this is the mission of the UNFPA. And UNFPA in this context calls for the realization of reproductive rights of all. So it works for the reproductive rights. And in order to fulfill these reproductive rights, the UNFPA support access to wide range of sexual and reproductive health services. So the services includes voluntary family planning, maternal health care, and comprehensive sexuality education or sex education. So this is in brief about UNFPA. You should remember that it is the United Nations Sexual and Reproductive Health Agency. Now moving on to the topic, let us first understand what is the population growth scenario. So coming to population growth scenario in India, generally we can say that the population is growing in India but in a slow pace. So there is a slow pace or slow growth rate of population in India. And coming to the 2011 census, the 2011 census had revealed a notable reduction in the population growth rate. So it was evident from 2011 census also that the population growth rate has been coming down. Even though there is a growth in population, the rate is less. Now if we take the percentage decennial growth during 2001 to 2011, that is for the 10 years period. So this period registered the sharpest decline of population growth rate since independence. So the growth rate of population during 2001 to 11 was 17.64%, and comparing to the previous 10 years, that is from 1991 to 2001, this has shown a 3.9% decline in population growth rate. Now coming to the implications of the population growth scenario in India. So the population growth scenario in India, we have discussed that the population is growing at a very slow pace. So what does it imply? So the percentage decline in population growth implies that India has entered a low fertility era. So low fertility era means the birth rate in India is coming down. The fertility rate in India is coming down. The total fertility rate at the national level is 2.3. Now what is total fertility rate? It means the average number of children born per woman. So it is 2.3 at the national level. So this is the national average. So with the slow growth rate of population, it is evident that we are going through a phase of low fertility or decreased total fertility rate. Now let us understand what is replacement level. Replacement level means the TFR or the total fertility rate that is needed to keep the population same from generation to generation. So that is called replacement level. So here at replacement level, the number of births would be the same as the number of deaths. That means the population from one generation to the next generation will remain the same. Now coming to TFR, the total fertility rate in all states in India except 7 states has fallen below 2.1. So except in 7 states, the total fertility rate in India in all other states are below 2.1, which means that this is equal to replacement level of fertility. So except 7 states, all other states have entered into a phase of replacement level. That means the births taking place in those states are equal to the deaths, or the population size from one generation to other remains the same. And now coming to the 7 states in which high fertility rates are recorded, the pace of fertility decline is fast. So even when these 7 states have total fertility rate of more than 2.1, that is more than the replacement level, in these 7 states also the fertility rates are declining very fast, so that they will soon fall below the replacement level. Now let us understand what is meant by population momentum. So population momentum means the fertility rate is declining on one hand, and it will keep declining further, but the population will keep growing for some more years, and this is called population momentum. So this is a phenomena where the fertility rates are declining and it will further decline, but the population growth rate will continue for some more years, and this is population momentum. And as per the projections of the UNFPA, the peak population in India is expected to be 1657 million or 166 crore around 2060. So this is the population momentum for India. That means till 2060 there will be a population growth rate, and after 2060 the population will decline. So after reaching 2060, the population growth is expected to start declining, even though it is a slow pace. Now coming to the working age population scenario in India. So working age population is considered to be the age between 15 to 59 years. So in general, we have already discussed in the beginning that there will be an increase in the working age population in India in the near future. That is, till 2040 there will be an increase in the working age population in the country, and later on there will be a decline in the working age population in the country. So let us come to the details of it. So in India, around 487 million people will be added or is already added between 2001 to 2031. So in these 30 years, around 487 million addition in population will take place. And in the next 30 years, that is from 2031 to 61, next 30 years, there will be little increase, that is around 151 million. So it will decrease from 487 million to 151 million. Now, 487 million increase in population during 2001 to 2031. So, according to UNFPA, this 487 million addition to population will contribute immensely to working age population. That means 80% of this increase in population would be translated into increase in working age population. Around 390 million additional people will be getting added to the working age category, that is between 15 to 59 years, and this will reach a billion plus by the mid of 2040s. So according to UNFPA, after 2040, the working age population size of India will decline. And after 2040, there will be no incremental addition to the working age population in the country. So this is the working age population scenario in India. Now coming to the implications of this. Now if we consider a decade-wise analysis, that is the first one from 2001 to 2011, there was an addition of 150 million persons in the working age population. But the number of jobs created during this period was very low. So this resulted into unemployment or underemployment. Now the second category, that is from 2011 to 2021 decade, around 100 million population is getting added to the working age population. So this means that India would have to create 15 million work opportunities for these people who are getting added to the working age population category. So during this period, India has to create 150 million jobs, plus there is a backlog of the 2001-2011 addition to the working age category population. So in total, we can say that there is an immense need for job creation or employment opportunities in the country. Now let us understand what is the way ahead or what has to be done. So we have seen what is the population dynamics according to UNFPA. Now the country have to incorporate policies and programs that will create a lot of employment opportunities for the working age population in the country. And according to the UNFPA, till 2040, India will have a peak period where the additions to working age population will be maximum. And after 2040, it will decline. So this is the peak period and this has to be utilized by India properly. And for that, the government needs to incorporate programs and policies that will provide for skill development and employment generation. So skilling and employment generation programs needs urgent attention of the government and the policy makers. And also it is important to conduct similar population analysis at the state level for offering better employment opportunities. You can find the PDF of this lecture on my Facebook page, and for any queries regarding your UPSC preparations, you can get in touch with me on my Facebook page or you can email me at joyce.studyiq@gmail.com. Thank you.